So I'm going to be painting this today, and I'm basically going to take you along. I didn't bring a tripod, and there ain't much room in this building as it is. We kind of got it full of parts. I still got to cover all these parts we always sprayed up, but I'm going to take you through the steps of basically what's been done so far. The whole car was basically buzzed down with an intermediate pad from 3M. That's a spongy pad with a 400 grit from Norton. It works good. That 400 grit, hook it now, kind of like a Velcro, if you can see, just sticks to it. Works very good for buzzing down a car that you're getting ready to spray, and the spots that you can't get with the DA, you can pretty well take a gray Scotch Brite to. So I went ahead and sprayed this with one coat already with spray away grass cleaner. I missed a spot in the middle though, but we're going to at least clean it twice with the spray away grass cleaner, and then I'm going to go one step more and take a wax and grease remover to this, let it completely dry, and tack it with a tack cloth at least twice, because it will have lint. You can actually take a blow nozzle to it too, and just in case. But that's what we're going to be doing. I'll take you around the side, show you all the spots we fixed. Had a spot there, spot here, the trunk. We had to shape the body line and stuff. If you've seen in the previous videos, sealed all this work we did. We actually took the body line and knocked it over, made it match the trunk. Very nice. Had a dent here we fixed. We got everything masked up, everything took off. We're going to be painting these too. Front end's already painted. It's a little dusty, guys, but you know, it'll clean up once we get the whole body done. Looking pretty good. Let me take you outside and show you the parts that we done got painted. Got a fender here painted. That's one of the fenders I was talking about covering up. Also got a fender here painted, and a fender over there painted, and have this guy painted. And we got all this painted. 2 doors. This one's actually been wet sanded for the first stage of buffing. You know, it's got 1200 tucked to it. It still needs 2500 to 3000, and then that door will be ready to buff. This door we have not wet sanded yet, and that's basically off the gun. The trunk lid, previous video of me painting this. Yeah, I'll link it in the description below if you want to see that video. You can check it out. It's been sanded with the first step. It still needs 2000 grit tucked to it, and then, you know, so we can go up the steps so we can have an easier time buffing. The other door we painted, a little dusty, painted it a couple weeks ago. It's looking good, and the other door has also been through the first step. All in all, the car is about done. About ready for assembly, I would say. We get the body painted today. It's almost 3 o'clock, so it's going to be a late night for me, especially if you using it's 60 degrees, so I'm using a medium reducer, medium hardener, so you know my flash times is going to be stretched out a little bit more, as if it was a hotter day like in the 80s or so. At least it ain't me painting like I did the trunk when it was 30 degrees and with a medium hardener, and it took like an hour and something for flash times. So this is the tack cloth we're using. It's surgical blue super tack. Now you don't want to press down hard when you're using your tack cloths, because you know, it can leave residue and affect your paint. Just lightly brush over the surface and you should be fine. We went ahead and we are spraying the floor down. Went ahead, wiped this down with spray away as I said before, and went over it with a wax and grease remover. Now it's dry. We're going to spray it, and basically with a blow nozzle, make sure what lint we can get off of the blow nozzle actually gets blowed away, and then we're going to tack it off. So the best way I like to do it is basically put the tack bag into a nice little ball and gently glide over the surface. That's how I do it. Other people might do it different. So this is the paint we are using. As you can see, it's very pretty. Very pretty color. Well, if you watched any of my videos, you've seen it on the car at the beginning of this. Done got the gun tipped off. Medium Omni reducer is what we're using for the base. We're gonna shoot it with 3 coats of this base coat. So now I'm just gonna go tack this off and then throw 3 coats of base on it, and we'll see what it looks like. So this is basically the car after 3 coats of base. It looks extremely good. Now I am giving it flash time before I throw my clear coat on it. The clear coat I'm using is Finish 1720 with a medium activator. Now it is 60 degrees in this building at the moment. I do not know the metal temp on the car, but I usually give my clear coat a flash time where I can run my finger over top of it and it not be tacky. Kind of in a place that you won't see. I just run my finger over it, and when it flies across of it with no weight, I put another coat on it. Now I do know that Finish 1, I have talked to a few Martin Senior reps, and they said it's made to go on wet, on wet, on wet. But if you do it the way I'm talking about, I ain't never had no issues with it. It pretty much keeps it from sagging and running on you. You can just, because once that one coat is solid enough to your finger glides across of it, you can pretty well throw another coat on it. You don't have to worry about 2 coats to 3 coats on top, just a big old sag or run. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix some clear coat on it, and we'll see how it turns out. So this is after 3 coats of Finish 1. The clear is actually still flowing out just a little. We do got some dirt here and there, that's expected, but you know, we're going to cut and buff this car, so that is really no big issue, especially if you used to painting. Dirt is something you deal with, but you can look, the paint is extremely smooth, so we mostly can just dut near this and go. So this side has turned out pretty good. All the jams is completely done. Now we're going to bring our doors back in because we didn't want no overspray in it and we couldn't cover it up. And this is this side. Everything looks extremely good on it, guys. Very happy the way it turned out. Now we're going to give this a couple days to fully cure. Then we're going to basically cut and buff it here and there. You know, it's got a few little places of dirt nib it, and buff it down. Then we're going to assemble it, which is going to be fun. So you definitely, if you ain't subscribed, you should subscribe because it'll be a fun video for you to watch. Yeah, you might learn something too. So next will be assembling of this car. Once this clear coat pretty well sets up for a few days, we done got the other parts painted. Most of everything's painted. We will pretty much start the buffing process, the cut and buff. We got a few pieces of dirt here and there. We pretty well take care of, as you've seen earlier in the video. There ain't much orange peel, so ain't no use cutting and buffing the whole car. So if you enjoy this content, sure drop a like. Hit that subscribe button too, you know, and check back daily because I always upload something new. And if you painted a car before, leave a comment. I enjoy to hear about it. And as always, I'll see you on the next video. Now I am going to go take a shower because I'm sticky from painting the car.